win. Hungry kids getting extra food at school and less food ending up in the trash. It's all because of the Texas Student Fairness in Feeding Act signed into law last year. You might remember we brought you stories for months as State Representative Diego Bernal wrote and pushed that bill forward. The Night Team's Courtney Friedman shows us how local schools are finally taking advantage.
For some students, these school meals are the only ones they eat during the day.
It affects their learning. If they're hungry, how can they concentrate?
Extra food on their trays or in their backpacks would make a big difference. But before last year, overlapping local, state, and federal laws made it confusing for districts that didn't want to get in trouble for giving the extra food to students.
It was hard because kids would ask, do you mind if I could have this? My friends, and many times we'd have to, we would have to tell them no.
Plus, there was a lot of wasted food.
The new law now allows each Texas school to become its own nonprofit through organizations like the Food Bank or the PTA, which means they can then distribute unused non-perishable food any way they want.
Each district has the flexibility to create its own program. For example, Northside ISD has a share card, allowing kids to put in milk, juice, or packaged foods they didn't use. Any students who want extra can grab them, but they have to eat it during school meal times.
And as soon as those items are in the cart, they're taken almost immediately.
San Antonio ISD has a similar yet expanded concept.
So the share table, we use that only during our meal times, whereas the actual food pantry, the function of the food pantry would be for times that meals are not taking place.
The successful pilot programs, these educators and kids hope to see in even more Texas districts. Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
There are other districts in the San Antonio area using programs like this. They were all started within the last few months.